Greetings to everyone. I'm QURESHI. I'm Assistant Professor at the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at Ranchi County College of Engineering Research and Technology. Today, I will be discussing on a very important topic, that is global energy partnerships. As we all know, that we are talking so much about the energy demands that are increasing all over the world. And in this realm, it is very necessary that we talk about how energy partnerships can be implemented at the global level to have a sustainable future. So yes, the global energy partnerships, they are achieving sustainable energy access and transitioning world towards a cleaner energy system. They facilitate knowledge, sharing technology, transfer and resource mobilization, ultimately enabling countries to achieve their energy and climate goals. So, in this context, that we talked, so yes, of course, it is required to build strong energy partnerships or collaboration. So, this is the first thing is the public-private partnership. Now, these collaborations are important in bridging the gap between the government-backed policy support and private sector efficiency. For example, the Norwegian government's partnership with Equinor USA was instrumental in advancing offshore wind projects, leveraging the public funding and private expertise. The second is the international energy alliances. Cross-border collaborations can lead to pooling of resources and knowledge. The IJRECE project and International Nuclear Fusion Research and Engineering Mega Project exemplifies how countries can share the burden of cost and benefit from collective intellectual capital. The third is academic industry collaborations. Yes, of course, universities often provide the breeding ground for cutting edge research, which can be translated into commercial success through industry partnerships. For example, the MIT Energy Initiative, it works with industry partners to bring innovative energy solutions to the market and to foster a cycle of research, development, and the deployment. Then the next is community energy systems. So these are some localized energy products that can empower the communities and they can provide resilience too. The Brooklyn microgrid is a peer-to-peer energy trading system that utilizes the blockchain technologies and it allows the residents to buy and sell locally generated renewable energy. The fifth one that is important in the energy collaborations is innovation clusters. So these are geographic concentrations of the interconnected companies and institutions in a particular field. Silicon Valley's clean tech open nurtures energy startups, provide them with the tools, connections, and knowledge to succeed. So, through various forms of collaborations, the stakeholders can overcome the inherent challenges of the energy projects, such as the high initial cost, the market risk. So, by uniting strengths and compensating for individual weaknesses, this partnership will underscore the transformative power of collective effort in the energy sectors. The second thing that we need to know is that governing the dynamics of the energy partnership. So, because when we talk about energy partnership, the regulatory landscape will serve as a bedrock upon which the stability and the efficacy of the collaborative efforts will be built. So, in this, the first one is the regulatory framework. So, at the heart of any energy partnership, there must be a regulatory framework. So, these frameworks are designed to provide clarity and stability that will offer a set of rules that govern the interactions between different entities. For example, the European Energy Union Framework Strategy. It outlines 5 dimensions to bolster the European Energy Union's energy policy, and it promotes energy security, sustainability, and competitiveness. The second is the compliance mechanisms to ensure that energy partnerships are operating within the bounds of established regulations. So compliance mechanisms should be there. So they can range from regular audits to reporting requirements. Then the third is incentive structures. So positive reinforcement through incentives will play a very important role in guiding the behavior of energy partners. Tax credits, subsidies, and grants, they are common tools that are used to encourage investment in renewable energy sources. For example, the investment tax credit in the United States was instrumental in driving the growth of solar energy installations across the countries. The fourth is the penalties and the section, because conversely, the penalties and the sections will serve as deterrents for non-compliance or malpractices with energy partnership. Because if there is any kind of malpractices, so yes, there should be some kind of penalties or punishments for them. Then the fifth is the stakeholder engagement. So effective regulation of energy partnerships is not possible without the active involvement of all the stakeholders. So all the stakeholders should be involved. So it doesn't meet only the energy providers and consumers, but also the non-governmental organization, local communities, and the regulatory bodies. So through this various regulatory tools and approaches, energy partnerships can be guided towards a path of sustainable development and the mutual benefit. So we can say that there is going to be an interplay of policy and regulation, so that there are advances in the energy sector, and it does so with the consideration of the environment, economy, and the society at large. And here I would like to give one more concept to discuss about us, that is the World Energy Trilemma Index, that is WTEI. So this is a tool actually which has been developed by the World Energy Collaboration in collaboration with the global consultancy of Oliver Wyman and Marsh McLennan companies, to evaluate and rank the energy performance of countries across the three critical dimensions, that is the energy security, energy equity, and environmental sustainability. So this World Energy Trilemma Index, it reflects the nation's capacity to meet current and future energy demand reliably, withstand and bounce back swiftly from system shocks with minimal disruption to supplies, assess a country's ability to provide universal access to affordable, fairly priced, abundant energy for domestic and commercial use. And it also represents the transition of the country's energy systems towards mitigating and avoiding potential environmental harm and climate impacts. So, in short, it talks about energy security, environment sustainability, and energy equity. So, if we talk about the global energy transition, the next concern is the social and economic co-benefits of this global energy transition. So, and the first thing that we need to concentrate upon is that the energies that we are using, it should be secure and affordable power for all. The second is because there are conflicts of the resources. So this conflicts over the scarce resources, like for example, if some country is lacking water or some country is lacking land, so this conflict should be mitigated. The third is there should be some national economy, local businesses and jobs. So even it needs attention. If there's some changes to be made into it, that should be done. Then health and well-being of the people should be ensured, because whenever we come with new projects, so it is going to affect some effects are there, but we have to evaluate that if there are more of negative consequences, then it should be avoided. Then of course we have to concentrate on empowering communities and citizens, so that there should be more jobs can be created into this. Then reducing energy imports and freeing the government resources. So this is another important step, so that the energy demands can be completed within the country itself, and we can avoid importing, because it will be again costly for the economists, and it will be a burden on the economy. Some of the examples of global energy partnership. First is the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. It is a landmark of international agreement on climate change, with almost all member states committing to reduce the emissions and adapt to climate change. The second is the International Renewable Energy Agency. It is an intergovernmental organization promoting the widespread adoption of renewable energy technologies. And the third is the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet. It is a coalition of global organizations working to end energy poverty and drive inclusive economic growth through clean energy. Well, there are many more examples. These are only the three prominent ones that I have mentioned. And now let's have a look at the challenges and opportunities. So first, the political and geopolitical factors, because the conflicts and tensions that can disrupt the energy trade and investments. The second is the regulatory and legal barriers because the countries have different regulation and standards, so which can make it difficult to trade energy goods and services. The third is investment and financing because large scale energy projects they require significant investment and it can be challenging to secure funding for these projects. And the fourth is technological innovation because rapid advancements in energy technologies offer opportunities for collaboration and innovation, but also it requires adaptation and investment. So, to conclude, I can say that international energy partnerships they are very important for enabling the exchange of technologies, expertise, and resources, and ultimately a more sustainable and interconnected global energy system. And international energy partnerships they are essential for navigating the complexities of the energy transition, promoting global trade and investment in sustainable energy, and building a more resilient and environmentally sound global energy system. So thank you very much for your patient listening, and I hope this concept of strengthening the energy partnership it can help many countries to produce locally and meet the energy requirements of their country, and also to have partnerships so that the energy demands of the, in fact, the increasing energy demands can be fulfilled. Thank you so much.